Very much like a savory cream puff, these bite-sized little flavor bombs are so perfect for snacking. Welcome or welcome back to Pierre Cooks at Home channel. Today we're going to do together the recipe of the cheese puffs. So you will need a pâte à choux or choux pastry and a lot of cheese. So the trick here is actually to freeze your cheese while you are preparing your choux pastry. So sifting is a process that breaks any lumps in the flour. So you bring this butter and water to the boil and you add your salt. As soon as you get your first boil, you're just going to dump the flour and stop the heat. The key here is actually to dry the dough and cook the flour and the gluten. So it will take 2-3 minutes once you place it back on a stove. You may end up having a thin layer of dough at the bottom of your pot. This is fine. So now the dough has been cooked. You need to cool it down, and the test is once you can hold the bowl with your bare hands, that means the dough is at the right temperature. So now this is where the workout really starts to kick in. You will have to mix this dough with a lot of energy to bring everything together and really combine the egg with the cooked dough. So this choux pastry is made by an entirely different method from other pastries. The dough created by combining flour with boiling water and butter, then beating eggs into the mixture, is very sticky and paste-like. And because you enjoy the process so much, you just have to repeat this action for another 5 eggs. Good luck! But this is all going to be worth it when you see the result of this beautiful, shiny and elastic dough. Look at this! Using your hands, just crumble this frozen cheese and keep 50 grams on the side for the garnish. And when you thought the hard work was over, this is where you really have to dig very deep into your strengths and incorporate this cheese to the dough. But the more cheese, the heavier the dough will become and stickier as well. You can do this! So I've been using a silicone spatula here to really clean the bowl and just wrap the dough on itself. The next step will be to use a piping bag. So how to use a piping bag? You have one hand that's going to hold the bag and the other hand that's actually going to fill the bag. You make sure the top of the bag is going to go above, around your hand. And that part on your hand is not going to be in contact with any food. And you just fill your bag. Using your hand holding the bag, you actually can scrape the spatula. So it gives you a good idea of how much to put into your bag once the content is reaching your hand. Once you do this, you're just going to peel the top of the bag from your hand and press gently and twist. So you're going to close the bag. But by pressing gently and twisting at the same time, you're actually going to allow all the content to go down gently. Once it's done, use a pair of scissors and you can just cut the tip of the bag. So important tip here is the hands are not going to press together at the same time. The top hand will squeeze and press while the bottom one will guide. So you can really almost stick the bottom of the bag, hold it at 90-degree angle and just rise slowly while the top hand will be pressing down the content on the baking paper. Once you've done this, you're just going to spread a bit of water, sprinkle a bit of cheese and place everything into your preheated oven for about 35 minutes at 170 degrees. You will see it takes about 10-15 minutes before actually the eggs make the pastry puff into the oven. You're looking for a crusty outside and a creamy inside. This is just amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. See you soon. Bye.